Hey world, this is Nick Jackson. I am in, where am I at right now? I think it's San Antonio. I'm about in San Antonio for a little bit. Then I'll be going to Houston, then back to Austin, and then back to Cincinnati. I had something happen to me last night that really touched my heart, and it kind of opened up my eyes to some ignorance that I had in my life. Just so you know, the Nick Jackson Speaks company, we have the opportunity of going to different cities and speaking on stages, and it's great. I was at a community college in Austin, Texas yesterday. I think it was called Austin Community College. And when I was there, they had a dinner for people who were about to graduate high school and get scholarships to go to college. And so I'm like, oh, this is so cool. This is like my thing. I wasn't speaking. I was just kind of shopping my card. I was meeting professors and students. It was so much fun, right? And the guy that I was with is this guy named Ruben Cantu, and he is the dude in Austin. Like, he's the guy. He's the guy. He's the Nick Jackson of Austin. I just want you to know I'm honored to be in that phylum. Anyways, so he was over there talking, and while he's talking, they can start going into Spanish. And one of the kids that were there, the kid looked up at him, and they were talking about being first generation college educated people, right? And one of the kids looked up to him and said in English, right, "This is the first time my family has been able to come together for a meal." And I was like, yo, like, first time your family's been able to come together, like, so you mean your whole life, you're 18 right now, your whole life, you've never had that situation where in my house, we would come together at night and we would pray and we would eat food together. You never had that. And I just noticed how much I've taken for granted. How many people are here in this state of Texas, that are fighting hard for not only equality and opportunity, but they're fighting hard for an education. And I'm just like, man, these are things like I took for granted. All the times that I was given homework and I didn't want to do it. All the times my parents didn't want me to go out because they wanted me to be at home with them, and I didn't want to do it. And I took for granted the opportunities that I had. It was put in my face at Austin Community College. And these beautiful kids were talking about being the first one from their village in Mexico to go to college, or being the first family from their village in Mexico to send all their kids to college and to get scholarships and to receive these scholarships. And their drive, their passion was to go back and love the people of their community and my community, right? And so the ignorance that I had was that there's a whole bunch of people and I didn't know them. They weren't like me. And that's a lie. I saw a beauty that I didn't even understand, and it was a struggle that my grandparents would talk about being acclimated into a community that doesn't want you, right? In that they bring more, we bring so much value to the table. It's so beautiful. And I just hugged them and I was watching them cry, and I'm like, get it. Get that education, get it, get that opportunity, get it. So many American kids like myself are missing opportunities because we don't see it. Get it, take that job, get it, help that village, help that family, get it, go, chase your dreams. This is Nick Jackson, and my heart was touched.